just wanted to come in the middle of this little montage, uh, give a little update on Bloom. As you can see, this episode is mainly just me code shopping and mainly working on the green section, which I think is probably my favorite part. You might have noticed maybe a few new villagers, a few new bits and pieces like that. All these paths are seriously so beautiful. I don't believe I end up using the stone path, but that dirt path, that and the swampy one, they turned out to be some of my favorite for this actual section of green. I kind of am talking about this in the past tense because I have reset Bloom. I'll probably be posting a good couple more days worth of Bloom. I got kind of worn out with trying to figure out the purple section, I think it was. I'm not really sure what it was at the time. For me, I kind of find out that I'm having a lot of issues using the entire space effectively, especially if you watch people like Sparksby or I don't know, there's a bunch of different, obviously amazing Animal Crossing YouTubers. But they always use so much space and they do basically every no tile left behind. And for me, that's a little hard because I don't, I guess it's hard for me when I get to the back half of the island and I just don't really want to do anything with the very farthest part of it. So I don't really know. I don't know. I just get stuck at that point. And I don't know. That's just my, I guess that's my my issue with Animal Crossing. I have since started a new island. The new island will be called Sweet Spot. And I think I'm going to start kind of showing a little bit of Sweet Spot when I show the Happy Home Paradise, the DLC. I'm going to do some episodes using that. I also had my son help me do some of the DLC. He's 5 and he absolutely loves this game. He thinks it's so fun. He's really into map making and stuff, so this is really a fun thing for him. But like I said, Bloom was really fun. It was a really fun thing for me to do. I got some of the people, some of the villagers that I really loved. It's actually been a couple weeks now at this point since I have reset it. And so now I'm just kind of trying to remember what I do and what I did. But, oh gosh, freaking Zipper. I always forget about this. But, oh, and I got Goldie. Gosh, I love Goldie so much. She's one of my favorites. Her and Freckle and, oh gosh, who else? My new island, gosh, I've got some really great people on that island too. I'm not too worried about who's on it. There's like a whole section on my new island that just has like just people that are not my favorite. I kind of think of it as like the old folks section because it's got like Apollo, Eloise, it has Phil. Gosh, who else? Oh, Snake just moved in. I guess he's not really like an old folk, but that's just kind of how I think of it with Apollo and Eloise back there. But anyway, this island, Bloom, was so fun for me. But I guess sometimes you just get kind of, I don't know, overdone. I have two Switches. I have a Switch Lite and I have a Switch OLED. But I can't like get myself to switch them back and forth. And that's just hard for me, I guess. I don't know. I don't, you probably understand. I'm sure if you play Animal Crossing, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These feels that you get. But you'll see in the next coming videos for Bloom that I get the yellow section pretty much done. The green section gets completed. I never end up taking on the blue. I don't believe I get to orange or pink, which I was actually excited about pink, but I just never ended up finalizing. But I guess it's really hard because like I went and I got Goldie on a treasure island. And it's just like, I guess, like, I love and hate treasure islands because one, they're such a pain in the butt because I do not have a subscription to one. And so that makes it kind of hard to get into them and make it a quick trip or an organized trip. Or it always is just like a mad dash. And that's very hard for me because I have severe anxiety. And so that kind of makes it really difficult to do these things. But Animal Crossing is supposed to be a cozy game, and so it's kind of just silly for me to be, you know, stressed out about something like that. So I kind of went ahead and I made Sweet Spot. And Sweet Spot, I've actually had a Sweet Spot before. Normally, if I like a name of something, I reuse it 100 times. I've had Coral Cove, I've had Sweet Spot, I've had a million Fool's Gold. They're some of my favorite names that I've ever had. It's very hard for me to come up with something new because I don't, there's no like, what is it, provenance or whatever for it. There's nothing like that predates it. So I just kind of, there's no history to it. So I just kind of don't feel one way or another about it. And you'll see, gosh, this path was such a struggle. It's so hard for me to use paths like this because it drives me nuts. Like when it's like too structured, which I find it hilarious because you'll see at some point the paths on Sweet Spot, I use the in game paths and then I place other things on top of it. But like I said, that's a future thing. I'm alluding to many things and I'm really, really enjoying this new island that I'm working on. Mostly because I am not filming all of it. I think that's kind of a weird, like, that puts a weird spin on it, I guess. Like, you feel like you have to show every little thing, and I guess that's not what I need to be doing for my own, mental health. I say this like, there's thousands of people trying to watch this, but I just for me, just for me, just for me and my poor, poor computer and its complete disorganized state with 8,000 like 20-minute recordings. Um, it's having a little bit of a hard time, so I got to try to do my best for my poor computer. But anyway, yeah, this right here that I'm working on right now, back to the actual video in front of you. This is going to be the yellow section. I had waited for the shop to upgrade, and I made it into the yellow section, and I got this, beautiful path. I'm not sure who made it right now. It should have been up on the screen. It might even come back up on the screen in a minute. But this this path where I'm sure it has a perfect place and it is a beautiful path. I cannot make paths. Like, look at the person who made these. Like, look at these beautiful things. Beautiful. Anyway, Jay's in a Lizzie dress. That's hilarious. Anyway, I had to check it out because I am I can't even remember what it is now. Pride and Prejudice fan. Anyway, um, sorry if that just blew your eardrums off a little bit. But these are so beautiful. But I guess this is just not. It doesn't work for me. I just like having like messy dirt paths that kind of. I don't. I, it's very hard for me to even do city paths, and I have tried the cities a few times, and paths are really hard for me because I I'm like controlled chaos. I love to make these big beautiful things, but I also like to have like some structure to them, some sense to them. And I think what I'm doing on my current island is kind of helping me with that. Like I said, I put down the normal path, the normal in-game path. I use the dirt path. I don't know why I keep saying dearth. Anyway, dirt path, and then I place. I think there's some of Crystal Cat's codes. It's kind of a kid Corey island, not completely. It's got like a little bit of whimsy to it, but it's some of her sidewalk paths with like the flowers and just kind of like the speckles of they're almost like sprinkles. They're colorful little speckles in there. Gosh, oh my god, I just keep like looking back at these paths. I'm like, oh, they're so pretty. But anyway, the Crystal Cat, gosh, she is so freaking talented. It's insane. If you ever go on Pinterest or search up anything on YouTube about her and her just amazing brain and what she creates. Um, oh, here's me trying to find stuff for the pink path that I never do. Anyway, all these people right here, they created some amazing things. So please check them out. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I just had a moment where I had to help my son get some pretzels and Nutella. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. I was probably talking about codes and how I'm a mess. Just the normal stuff, you know. Um, gosh, these paths are so beautiful. I've attempted making some codes. I don't think I've ever made a path code, but I've done just like small things for the ground and small things like clothes. Nothing too detailed. Everybody's doing hard mode currently. Well, technically they were doing hard mode when I was filming this. They're not really doing it anymore. I don't even know if anybody is still even doing that right now. Currently it is the very end of March, and tomorrow is the first day of April. So this is a little bit behind. I think the ADHD got a little bit too strong of a hold on me. Anyway, I wish this would like move so I could see some different aspects of my island right now. But we are nearing the end right now. I think we're gonna go check our rating. Oh no, we're gonna go talk to Mr. Nook, Thomas Nookington. I don't know if that's his real name or not, but that's what I call him. Just like I call the twins Nookets for some freaking reason. I think that's like one of their examples of what they want to do for an island name, and that just has always stuck. Good God, my brain is just like real slow today. Oh, yeah, there's me checking my island. I had been working on it really hard, and I wanted to see if lane codes like changed anything. And as we find out in like the next few seconds, I'm not good. I should do a drum roll. I'm not good at this. If you can't tell. I really want to get a 5-star with an island. I think that's really what I'm trying to do with Sweet Spot now. 2 stars. Oh my goodness. We got 2 stars on this sad island. Anyway, well, that is the end of this video. I'm not going to try to do super long ones every single time. And some are talking, some are just going to be music from, the duty free, or not duty free, no copyright musics, or some that you have to give small copyrights. Anyway, so yeah, this is the end of day 7 at Bloom. It was wonderful to see you all. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.